on the line and here with my girl, Kelli. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited to speak with Kelli, our Let's Play coordinator, played college at John Jay in New York, assistant coach at Catholic University. We're talking credited here. Also coaches on the youth level. And we're going to get into all of that, Kelli. Yes. But right now, I'm excited to be here with our Let's Play coordinator. Tell everybody what the job entails.
Yeah, so I'm one of the Let's Play coordinators. We're a group of 3.
Who else?
Darren and JC are my counterparts.
Shout out, guys.
They've been an awesome counterpart to the team of Let's Play. The main job of the coordinator is to oversee all facets of programming for our Let's Play program and working within the schools and just working directly with our community school liaisons, making sure that the program goes ahead.
It's a wonderful program.
Yeah.
How long have you been working as the Let's Play coordinator?
I just celebrated my 2nd year as a Let's Play coordinator. Yep.
Yes,
I'm very excited to have those 2 years under my belt. I've learned a lot just from Nathan and obviously my team, just to grow in that role and continue to make that impact in Maryland as we want.
I was able to witness the program in action.
Yeah.
It is so fantastic. Tell us, in the 2 years, what have you witnessed as far as the impact goes?
I think it's amazing the growth that we've just had in this 2 years. Even in the creation of the program, it's about 3 years old. We started in 4 schools, and this past season we were in 28 schools, impacting over 1,000 children. But what I think about when I think about the program isn't so much the scale of the impact, but it's the individual impact that we are having. It's very nice to go to our schools and seeing kids that have either been with us for a little bit or it's their first time in the program, and just seeing their love and happiness when we arrive or when the coaches arrive.
Curious. I've never asked any of our, because we're going to get to meet our coach mentors. Yeah. Have you guys ever had repeat players?
We have a lot of repeat players. We have a lot of repeat coach mentors, but the players want to come back. They want to be playing soccer. They want to be in our program. They want to be with the coaches and their counterparts of students, and they want to be there.
See, and I think that is just the ultimate testament to what Let's Play is. And I mean, it's so great to see these kids light up.
Yeah.
The coach mentors are incredible. I'm excited for you guys to meet them. We're going to get to them shortly, so make sure you hang here.
Yeah.
What a beautiful dinner we threw to honor those guys and girls. They're really something else.
Yeah, they really are. They make our entire program what it is. I always say to them, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. It can't be me, Darren, JC, and Nathan out there all the time, especially with the growth that we've had over the time. So,
and for the record, their heart, they would love to try, but it's just an impossibility. It's a big state and a huge need.
Mm-hmm. And people want to make that impact. You know, these coach mentors want to give back to the communities that they're in. Some of them are seasoned coaches. Some of them are people that have never coached before. We have a lot of college students, and they all have the same goal, whether they were college players themselves, whether they just love soccer. They want to be with these kids and be a part of our program.
How can people be a part of our program? Let's say they want to be a coach mentor. How can they get involved?
Yeah, the best way to do it is obviously email someone on our team. We're always posting our job openings when it's the beginning of the season. So in the upcoming weeks, we'll be looking towards the middle of July to post our coach mentor opportunities.
And that's like for the September next school season?
Yep, so our fall season will start at the beginning of September, and it'll run until about the middle of November.
It's amazing. I'm telling you, the way you affect kids' lives and the way their faces light up with that smile, it's really what it's all about. And that's the beautiful game in and of itself. Do you know it was almost a year to the date you and I sat together last?
I know, for the Columbia-USA game.
Was it It was Columbia.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Hey, friends, the U.S., we did not really show up. No. We showed up.
We did show up physically.
Yes, but the players were like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I was going through, I sent you the picture.
Yeah.
Do you remember, though, the bicycle kick?
I do remember. I think you arrived just around that time, and we both were like, whoa, that was something else.
I think as a little bonus clip, I may feature that at the very end of this episode. I have it on video. I rewatched it. And seriously, I mean, it is like mad goosebumps.
I understand that they're professional soccer players, but even when they do things like that, it just feels out of this world.
Absolutely. And I think that's the beauty of this game. And it's so fun to be, a part of it, and it's exciting, and it never leaves your blood.
Yeah.
You have played. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your personal soccer journey. You played college at John Jay in New York. Are you from New York?
I am from New York originally, born and raised.
Where?
Around Poughkeepsie, New York, so it's an hour outside of the city.
What up, my New
Yeah.
York sister,
Of
Long
course,
Island,
yes.
right here.
Could tell.
Shout out, fam. So, okay. So then, well, I'm going to ask you what brought you here, but what was
Yeah.
it like, playing soccer at John Jay?
It was the most amazing experience. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to play college soccer.
Why is that?
Overall, when I was going through kind of my process, there was a coaching change, and I didn't get in contact with the coach that did end up coaching me. So a little bit into the beginning of the school year, I had went to my coach's office and just advocated, saying this is something that really interests me, that I love soccer, and that I missed it. I didn't play for a handful of weeks. I would drive by a soccer field or take a bus by a soccer field, and I'm like, I need to be there and try to do something.
Felt the call.
I did. It was honestly the most amazing experience. I think anyone that has the opportunity to be a student athlete in any sport understands what I'm saying when I just say it's changed college for me. It gave me a community that I didn't know I needed. And I also just got someone that was a really good mentor and now has become a friend in my head coach. And she's just inspired me to honestly continue in soccer, whether it was playing or just being around the game as much as possible.
And who is this awesome woman?
Her name is Casey Summers.
Shout out Casey Summers.
Yes.
These are the kind of humans we need.
100% agree.
So what was the difference? I assume you played as a youth player.
I did.
In high school.
Yeah.
What was the difference from the collegiate level to the youth level?
The main difference is the speed of play, and obviously you are coming across people that have played for 3-4 years. You're a freshman, and I like to describe it as a small fish in a big pond, because
Nice.
they have that experience, they have that maturity, and thankfully, again, I had teammates surrounded that were those mentors to me as well, that really just looked after me and my teammates that were coming in and experiencing it for the first time. So the competitivity is high. The passion is there. We always played a lot against passionate women that want to win and want to play the game. So, but when it comes down to the soccer itself, I think speed of play and just brute strength is something that is different as you grow into the game.
Takes it to the next level.
It does, for sure.
And it's interesting as a dad, I have watched the progression
Yeah.
of play from when they're little to now when they're 16
Yeah.
and almost 18. It gets intense.
Oh, yeah.
And you definitely have to commit. I have a kid going to college. And what is the level of commitment required for a collegiate player?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of commitment. You're
Gym time, right?
Yes, so you're out
Studies
here
and
balancing
practice.
not only the soccer or the sport, you're balancing your social life, because this is the first time you are socializing that capacity.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's for these kids the first time they've moved away, they're going into adulthood. So managing feeding themselves, making sure they're sleeping enough, making sure
My
they're-
dad nerve is like freaking out right
No,
now.
it's-
No,
it's
all
all
good.
good things,
It is.
honestly.
I
It
did it. I
really-
know.
yeah.
You're right.
And just managing, going to class, studying, being a student athlete. We always preface student athletes. Student's the first part of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I
Thank
think
you.
that I know a lot of coaches and obviously a lot of programs that preface that, because you are a student athlete, student first.
That's so important because on the journey, we all know physical, things can happen that can just create a whole
Yep.
new path, unfortunately. But obviously, your path led you here
It
to
did.
MSYSA, and now you're an assistant
I am.
coach as well for Catholic.
Yep, I assistant coach at
University?
Catholic University for the women's team.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's awesome. It's the main reason I moved down here. My head coach, Casey Summers, got the job at Catholic and had the opportunity to bring a grad assistant with her. And I'm very thankful that she respected me enough and saw what I could bring to the table to bring me down.
Smart woman. I'm telling you, we appreciate
Yes.
Kelly here at MSYSA
Yes.
beyond words.
So I was able to get my master's. The school covered that while also getting coaching experience.
Wow.
And
That's
it was,
great.
I never thought I'd be a college coach. It wasn't that it was something that I didn't aspire to have, but just never thought about it as an opportunity for me.
Again, you never know
Yeah.
where the paths take
Exactly.
you. And you're also a youth coach.
Yeah.
How does that work for you? That's got to be two total separate styles.
Yes, it is a different style, but I think I was thinking about it on the way here. A lot of it's the same. They want to be there. They love it. It's just different levels of the same game.
How old are your youth players?
So I've coached 9 and 10-year-olds.
Okay.
And then obviously 18 to 21 with the college women.
Yes.
So yes, obviously the mechanisms of training them are very different. You
Well,
have to use very different language. I remember one time when I first started coaching, I was trying to explain something to one of the group on my team, one of my 9-year-olds, And one of them looked at me, raised her hand. She's like, we don't know what that means. And I was like, all right, yeah. That's it.
Let me tell you, that is the beauty
Yeah.
of children.
100%.
I love their brutal honesty.
And,
They're
yeah.
just right to
And
the
it's
point.
helpful because for me, when I was starting out as a coach, I was viewing it from a player landscape.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is how you do this and this. And the girls are just staring at me and they're like, we don't know how to do that. And I'm like, or we don't know what that word means, which was big, changing language and being able to communicate things in a way that a 9 to 11-year-old can understand when I have different levels of experience than they do.
But yet I can imagine that all comes together
Yeah.
and even can work and help you on the collegiate
It definitely does.
So
Yeah, I figured out how to communicate things in different ways to different people because even when you're at the highest level, which in my opinion here is college soccer, what we're talking about.
Fair, yes.
Yes, obviously there's grander schemes.
there is our U.S. women's
Yes.
national team. Oh, they're the best.
But I really figured out how to communicate things to different people because even though they're playing at this high level, everyone learns differently, everyone takes in information differently. So being able to manage this on the smaller scale has made it a lot easier to manage it on the bigger scale.
Well, you're doing awesome
thank you.
stuff. No, thank you. So as a woman in the sports industry, advice you would give to a younger girl, such as my daughter who's maybe coming up at 16, what should they do to pursue soccer or make it just a part of their career?
I love that you said a part of their career. I think that soccer can be used in a lot of ways. Sports in general can be used in a lot of ways. And when we're younger, we look at sports as the profession. That's it. You either are a professional player, you're playing at this highest level, or that's it. There's no other option.
Going to the World Cup.
But what we've learned and what I've really learned over my time is there's so many different ways to be involved in sports.
Thank you.
And with the skills that people have. So I think of like our marketing team. Those people are creative minded, but they're able to focus in on sports. Someone like you are able to take your skills and still be around the things that you love. For me, I had no idea where my path was going to be. I studied international criminal justice in college.
Wow.
Yes. So
okay.
yeah.
See? Never knew that.
Yeah, John Jay's a criminal justice school. So I focused in on something that I thought I was passionate at 17, 18, get about halfway through and realize maybe that's not for me, but I was able to finish my degree and get a great education in the process. But through kind of the things I was doing on the side, such as youth coaching and volunteering my time and playing, I was able to find a path where it's like, oh, I can do this.
You have love in your career,
Yeah.
which makes it a whole lot
It
more
does.
fun, which is really the goal of life.
Yeah, so a lot of the advice I would give to any woman or girl in my shoes is just stick with it and find your path.
Yes.
It's not a blanket saying you need to go this way to have it, because there's going to be every path is different.
Yes.
And it's really something I try to stress with our college athletes and then even the kids that I encounter. You're not stuck on one thing just because you think it's what you need to do. And finding other options and doing everything you can to be involved in the things you enjoy will lead you on the right path.
So well said.
Yeah.
This is why you're an awesome coach, Kel.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. Like my daughter, I really thought had the potential to maybe, I want to say professional, but like definitely the D1, D2. Then we had the ACL injury. And she loves the sport, but also discovered a love for physical therapy because of what she went through. And her journey is now kind of breaking off, but yet it's still a part of soccer.
And everybody in those roles impact the game. We can't have these professional athletes if we don't have people like your daughter that want to pursue this. Who's going to be watching a game if it's not on TV, if we don't have the people recording, people speaking at the game, translating to different languages while people are watching? It takes so many pieces to get what we think is the highest and only level, which is professional sports.
And this is where I say it all the time. Teamwork makes the dream work. And it is. It's a big team to support this big international game. So I appreciate you being here. One last question.
Sure.
Advice you would give someone who's just trying to make a difference in their local soccer community?
I love cliches, and I'm going to say one, is that it starts with you.
Yes.
And not everything has to be this big thing. If you're in your community and you're impacting 3 or 4 kids that play in the street and you're creating things for them, that's an impact.
Yes.
Can it be on the grand scale? Of course. But not everything can grow like Let's Play has over this time, and not everything needs to be like us to make that impact.
I love that.
So I always try to lead with goodness, and doing the right thing is what I try to lead with, and that starts with just on a day-to-day doing those things to make that impact in their community. there are so many ways to just impact your neighbor and be around the people that you're always around.
Yes. How about just with a smile?
Yes.
It starts with that. It's really that simple. And yet, if you do want to take it to the bigger level, we're here to help.
Of course.
So,
and there's always other things too. We are very passionate about what we're doing at Let's Play, but we know that other people can do what we're doing, which is why we're really pushing for other states to hopefully get programs like Let's Play and use our model to really grow in their state, in their communities.
And as what I'm learning in the short time here, people really do gravitate to our Let's Play model. And I think that's just a testament to you, to Nathan, to JC, to Darren. So thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of the players, the parents, because Let's Play affects the families. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So Kelli, you're a rock star. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm here with my guy Moore on the line. Welcome. And you're a coach mentor, correct?
Yes, and a side lit too.
Now, what does that mean?
I'm side lit, so some school, and I'm a coach mentor for one school.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you love what you do?
Of course, I love what I'm doing, and God, I wanted to tell you this. You know, if you love what you're doing, always you're gonna be okay. Always you're gonna you're gonna feel this compassion. You know, you're gonna feel it. You know,
I'm feeling it right now.
Yes,
I'm getting goosebumps.
So, and
You're
I
right.
love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I love to working with the children for the different background.
Now, we were talking, you've been doing this for about 8 years now?
Yeah, I'm doing that for 8 years.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the kids. First off, I have so many questions. I love your accent. Where are you from?
Senegal. I'm from Senegal.
And what brought you here to the States?
Yeah, you know, I living, before I come here, I living in Morocco, you know, and there too I have little bit experience too. And I come here, it's have 9 months now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So this has been a big change.
Yeah, it's a big change in my life. And the moment I come here, find Let's Play is another level.
See?
It's another level.
How easy was it to get involved with the program, filling out the applications?
So easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Guys, I want all y'all to
Please, come.
join a Let's Play. It's not just the soccer program.
Please.
It's not just the soccer program.
I
the
talked
people
about
think,
it, but explain.
So I
it's
can
so
explain.
much more. It is. It translates into the world and
Let's
life.
Let's Play is not just soccer program. You know why I say that? Because Let's Play is the organization to make you have respect and develop all children.
In all aspects.
On all aspects. Training, a lot of things. The nutrition is good for if you want to play soccer. The nutrition is good. You know, Let's Play, what I love for Let's Play is like every week they tell you one word is very important in your life and to soccer and the field.
Yep.
The 4 word is very important, guys, for the soccer is the first, optimism.
I love it. Optimism.
Self-regulation.
Yes, important.
It's very, very important, you know.
Optimism, self-regulation.
Persistence.
Persistence, commitment.
For commitment.
Yes.
You know, because if you don't commitment,
never give up.
Never give up. Never give up.
Yes.
And guys, I tell you, the world is very beautiful. So if you don't give up in your life, never give up.
Never.
Never give up. Never give up. Never give up.
This is my brother from another mother right here. Oh my God! And that's what I love about Let's Play. Mm-hmm. Again, getting back to the nutrition, I visited a school. I was there for the program, and we give them the water bottles.
Yes.
It teaches you to hydrate. It teaches you to not lose the water bottle, be responsible for it.
Because the water is very important for someone. He bring the energy and to take it out the energy. You know what I mean?
It's beyond the hydration.
Yes,
It plays
yes,
into the mind
yes,
and the soul.
Yes. So after the water, they teach you too the nutrition for like sometime food. Example, I can say sometime food because here is America. Every food is like what I say. My wife is like America is a crispy country.
You can pretty much get whatever you need.
yeah. But here, a lot of people eat like something. It's like
Not healthy.
not healthy.
Fatty, fried.
Yes. So
Yep.
all of these things,
Guilty.
guys, come on, we're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
Bring your children, the parent, they can come and
It's an education.
the education, yes.
Bringing community and families together in a
Exactly.
positive environment.
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
outside, off of the dang screens. However, we appreciate you checking out on the line. Thank you. So, brother, now how can more people get involved? We were talking about the application process. Easy,
Yeah,
difficult?
it's so easy. It's so easy, guys. Go to the application, you know.
Is it on
make your-
MSYSA.org?
Yes, MSYS. And make your resume there. And I tell you, 2 more minutes, 3 minutes, or maximum 5 minutes, you're going to have responded.
Isn't it great? I mean, we're trying to really not just introduce the beautiful game, but introduce what it means and how it plays off the field. So, brother, as a mentor coach, thank you for being the first on the line.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Dude, the pleasure is ours. And you know what? Next season, when Let's Play is out there, we have more mentor coaches. We're coming back out, and you're going to be here to hang.
Let's do that.
My brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Let's play forever.
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 This has been such a lovely evening. We're honoring our coach mentors, wrapping up Let's Play, and I'm here with Coach Sabil. How long have you been working with the program?
This is actually my first season with the program, so
You're
very
giving me
exciting,
chills.
very new.
How was it for you?
It was awesome. I had zero expectations coming to this because I have had experience with childcare, but nothing like this, nothing directly. And I will say it's completely different. It is very, very different. I love to see like a completely different version of these kids, their competitiveness, their playfulness, and just getting along. They doing what they love to do. That was a very different side that I've seen.
It's so special what the program and our coach mentors bring to these young players. And yet the lessons you're mentoring, because it's not just teaching or coaching, you really are creating bonds and affecting change in their lives. And any cool stories that you experienced with the kids from, let's say, day one to where it ended up?
So a huge difference is, as anyone will be, the first week I came in there, they're all super reserved, super shy, kind of on their best behavior, I would even say.
Which we kind of like.
Right.
But
as we progress further into the sessions, and especially by the last week, it's like second nature for them. They're coming in, they're hugging you, high-fiving you. They're so pumped. And I just love that level of familiarity and that welcomingness because it just shows you, right? Because you walk in very nervous, and you have to have these kids trust you because this is completely different. You're not their teacher. You're not their parent. You're someone completely like a stranger. And building that trust and gaining it is what matters for sure.
It's amazing. And it translates to all relationships off the field. So what you're doing is a great thing. How can others, because tonight we're talking about how the program has grown from 7 schools to now nearly 40 schools. And we're looking to expand even more because we want to just help more kids. We need more coach mentors. How does one become one?
So the way that I became a coach mentor is actually through a job and career fair at my school. So I wasn't really looking for a particular position. I just kind of pulled up to school one day and I'm going through all this busyness. It's so much rush. There's like 200 tables at this fair. But as I'm walking by, I stop in my tracks, and then I see JC there, and then he's
awesome.
He's so charismatic. He's so welcoming, always wants to talk, always smiling. And I was like, this seems like my type of people. So I stopped in my tracks, and then he kind of gave me the whole spiel. And I didn't really have any expectations for it. I was kind of in contact with him. I didn't hear back from him for a little bit. But then at the beginning of the season, he did send me an email, and then I interviewed. So it was awesome.
Just like that. So if you are looking for a gig, it's a great way to make some money, but it's also an even better way to put back positivity into the universe and just make it a better place.
For sure, definitely.
Sabil, you're a rock star, and I just want to say I appreciate all you've done for these kids. Will you be back next season?
I will, definitely, no doubt.
Then we will definitely be catching up with Sabil at our next Let's Play season. So thank you so much for all you do for these kids.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Of course.
We're back in studio for On the Line. I got Coach Mentor Tim. It's a big dinner tonight. We're honoring our Coach Mentors. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, and thank you for the opportunity and even letting me come down here and see the whole studio.
What you think?
It's great. I love it, and it's awesome.
I got to say, I want to invite others to come in, check it out. We were on the fields for the State Cup and the President's Cup tournament, interviewing refs, interviewing coaches, players, and ultimately, I want to have them here too.
That'd be so cool, and the fact that you're open to having them out here, and even someone like me as a coach mentor who doesn't really, I didn't think this was gonna be happening right now. So.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, dude, tell us about being a coach mentor. How'd you get involved with MSYSA and, more importantly, the almighty Let's Play program?
Yeah, so funny story. I actually found MSYSA while I was just like on the internet surfing to see if there was any soccer community within the Howard County area.
No kidding.
Yeah, they popped up. I reached out asking. I emailed everybody. I think I emailed like Kelli, Darren, everybody. I was like, hey, yeah, how is it that I can enter or become a part of your board, or at least be a part of your whole
whole system. Just be a part of the team.
Yeah, and then after that, Nathan reached out.
The best.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, I think I got someone that you can talk to if you're interested. And I was like, I love soccer. I play soccer.
You do?
Yeah, and I coached soccer as well. And then he was like, you know what, give it a shot. Go talk to Darren. So.
And then Darren brings you in, part of the program. You said you play soccer. Who you play for?
It's for Zion FC. And then we also have a co-ed league, so that's Trinity FC, yeah.
I love that. Where are you guys located?
We're in Howard County. So
Nice.
Columbia. It'd be Columbia.
I'm a Columbia guy, as everybody knows. Let's
perfect.
go, Hoko.
Let's go, Hoko.
All righty.
Yeah.
So then what brought you into being a coach mentor? Obviously, you love the game.
Yes.
And now here's an opportunity to take a little bit of what Hoko has, and we're bringing it to some places that just doesn't.
Yeah, and I think what actually really solidified it for me is I looked into the program, see what you guys were all about, and I really loved how you guys gave this opportunity for the kids in school. There's a lot of kids these days that I feel like don't get the opportunity to go out and do stuff like that, or they're just not in the right environment to be accessible to those stuff.
Sad, but extremely true. And I was on site. I've seen you guys in action at the school or schools, and it's really incredible to watch the effect you have in the way the kids light up, man.
Yeah, and it was always such a rewarding feeling when seeing them smile and just laugh and remembering your name. That was the best thing. A lot of people might think that sounds a little too, out there. But for me, personally, I wanted to be a role model for the younger generation coming up through athletics.
Now you're giving me the goosebumps.
Oh,
we need more Tims in this world.
No, there's a lot out there, and I just wanted to make sure that the kids out there who never had a supportive, loved one or environment or anything like that.
Sure.
I wanted to be that for them so that when they grew up, they could look back and understand that I had left a little bit of an impression on them, and that's why they're doing good at where they're at in life. No matter what it is, sports or whatever.
Chills. I'm getting goosebumps. Thank you for being a part of our team, and thank you for, spreading the positivity. Any crazy fun stories stick out in your mind? I mean, because I know these kids are crazy awesome.
Oh, man.
They cracked me up when I was out there.
I guess one crazy one is it's just hilarious. They get so competitive and they love, going at each other. So there's two kids who would always just like kind of like, they were like,
yep.
In a playful way, square up and like, be like, oh, and then they'd bark at each other. They would like holler.
Asserting my dominance.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was always so funny. And I'd be like, hey, guys, calm down,
And let me tell you, there's the fun, the getting the energy out and learning the limits that's life lessons for eternity, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's why they enjoyed. Like after we did the circle together, they would always be like, "Oh, what did we learn?" And they would be able to relate back
Give
what they
back
learned. Yeah,
some stuff.
and just them saying, "Oh, I learned to calm down," or I learned to, I have to count to 4 to calm down." It's pretty awesome and eye opening that kids are they're smart.
They are so smart. We as adults, I find, do not give them the credit they deserve. I've always been saying this, even as I came up as a young dude. Kids are the best.
Yeah.
They are just honest to a fault. They don't want to lie. You tell them, it's a safe space. Speak.
Oh yeah.
They'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
They'll tell you. And, it's just such a formulative time of life. And when they're not necessarily getting those ingredients all the time from home or from their community, to be able to pitch in
Yeah. Exactly.
and have some fun playing soccer.
Exactly.
It's just a beautiful thing. Tell people how they can get involved and be a mentor coach themselves.
Go look up MSYSA on Google. That's how I found it. It's easy as going ahead, and they have a LinkedIn as well, and they're
Yep,
always
I've heard that.
posting a lot of stuff for you guys to go ahead and join the cause, and you guys are gonna have a great time once you do.
It's the best. You heard it from the man right here. Tim, thank you so
Appreciate it.
much
No,
for being
thank you.
on The Line.
Thank you so much.
Another amazing episode of On the Line. Thank you to our Let's Play coordinator, Kelli, our coach mentors, Moore, Sabil, Tim. Y'all rock. We appreciate everything you do. And on behalf of the kids who are the players, the parents, and the communities, thank you. Now, if you would like to be a coach mentor, hit us up. MSYSA.org. Ask for Kelli, ask for me, ask for Nathan, and we will get you set up. If you're an administrator at a Title I school interested to get the program in for your kids, MSYSA.org. Let's do this. Only getting bigger and better as we grow. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. And I was telling you about this incredible goal, the USA-Colombia match. Well, don't go anywhere because it's coming up next. Catch you on the next episode of On the Line.